Have you ever had a mystical experience? Caused by meditation, extreme situations, and, of course, psychedelics, a mystical experience is an altered state of consciousness that is somewhat difficult to describe. But today on the Elements of Science, we try to do it anyway. If you see the term mystical experience in scientific literature, it refers to a type of subjective altered state that can occur, theoretically, in anyone. It can be brought about by some kinds of intense meditation or breath work, or as a response to psychedelic substances and other methods inducing altered states of consciousness. Sometimes mystical experiences also happen in response to extreme situations, or even seemingly out of nowhere. When investigating strange experiences like these, researchers are careful to deal with the experience itself without drawing other conclusions about reality. And scientists love to categorize things, no matter how mystical. The psychiatrist Walter Pahnke did this for mystical experiences based on research with psilocybin. He described 8 dimensions of mystical experience, which scientists still refer to today. First, mystical experiences contain feelings of unity with the world. The usual sense of identity fades away, and you may feel like all is one. Secondly, one seems to go beyond time and space, beyond past, present, and future, and beyond the ordinary 3 dimensions. Intense positive emotions are another component, especially joy, peace, and love. The fourth characteristic is a sense of sacredness. Typically, this goes along with emotions like awe, humility, and reverence. Mystical experiences also have a noetic quality, or a sense of authority. People describe intense experiences of knowledge, insight, and deep existential revelations, which are full of personal significance, even if they don't always match objective reality. And such experiences often seem nearly impossible to describe in words to someone else. They are ineffable. If you're listening to me and you're scratching your head still with no idea how to imagine what a mystical experience feels like, this is why. They are so out of the ordinary that words have a hard time capturing them. These experiences are also transient. No one is constantly walking around feeling mystical. A return to normal consciousness comes in minutes to hours. And lastly, mystical experiences catalyze persisting positive changes in attitudes and behaviors toward oneself, others, and life. Interestingly, when studying psychedelic compounds in patients with depression and other disorders, mystical experiences strongly impact the treatment outcomes. This means that the degree to which psychedelic experiences are helpful may depend on whether the patient had a mystical experience or not. Psychedelics are more likely to be helpful when people have these experiences. To learn more about mystical and psychedelic experiences in general, feel free to consult this literature. Alternatively, you can learn more about ego dissolution right here on the Elements of Science, or visit the Mind blog to read more about mystical experiences and their relationship to trauma. This has been the Elements of Science. I'm Abigail Calder from the Mind Academy, and thanks to my colleague Selena Heuser for helping with this presentation. I'll see you next time on the Elements of Science.